right, well, welcome to the Twitch debut of the D&D 5e campaign, Avarice and Acquisitions. It's a funny little story about a bunch of people who got stolen, shoved into these little soul crystals, and were released with a little bit of amnesia to boot. And the high overview of the current situation is their benefactor, who is trying to help get them all back, is sort of a celestial being of some means, has told them to go get some booze from none other than the realm of Ravenloft, Barovia, and all of its fun little activities that they must endure. Anyways, since the beginning of this particular adventure, they have been approaching the Amber Temple. This journey has been fraught with minor distractions as they scale the Mount Gacchus. The first being in the form of a hagspawn Gasdra, a many-headed goose-looking creature, if it was the size of a many-storied building with multiple heads, followed by an altercation with a gaggle of vampire spawn seeking refuge from an unnatural blizzard, not uncommon, however, in these parts, that nearly whipped the Nobodies to the bone. Though, thankfully, the wraiths that happened to be bound to protect those that follow this repurposed tomb's rule of hospitality intervened and have thus left the mortals to their own designs. One more step closer to completing this fool's errand and absconding with their lives intact, and, well, perhaps they also should find out where their fancy skyship went that they arrived in. And so, adventurers nondescript, what are we doing?
Unpausing the game.
Cuckoo. The game is paused.
We
Cuckoo.
have the powers of gods.
Great start, gang.
I love Foundry. What happened to the boat?
So, did we decide is it a short rest or a long rest?
Yes.
How long are we in this rest?
Well, there was a blizzard outside.
There was.
That is encouraging you to stay, yes. I don't remember if our Warforged, heavily emphasized on the quotes around Warforged, party member had investigated outside with the Wraith.
I don't think we had done that yet. We just gotten out of combat and we're discussing taking a quick break. I personally don't need a long rest. I could do with a short rest, so if anyone in a similar boat wants to come with me outside. As in anyone that didn't get their shit kicked in and replenishes resources on a short rest instead of a long.
I'm pretty sure Antavos was the only one who actually got hurt in that fight.
Didn't Helene eat shit? Didn't Helene eat shit as well at some point?
No, I'm okay. I'm at full. I got temp HP.
Yeah, everybody was okay except Antavos, who the vampire spawn found him alluringly attractive and wanted to get into kinky things with him, but Helene didn't let them. Yeah, that's how I remember it, at least, right?
Sure. Let's go with that explanation.
I could have sworn one of our squishies got their face pummeled at some point, but
I'm sorry. Do you think that Helene is squishy?
well, I mean, compared to
Underneath
Eontavos,
all that armor, I'm sure she is.
What do you think my AC is?
I don't know, like 23.
Well,
Probably
no.
got like
But
4 health though. You're like, you're like that one guy from my one shot.
Anyways, Zen, would you like to try opening the door?
I would.
What's it? Point of order. I think that Helene opened the door. The door might still be open.
Zen closes the door and then opens it again.
So funny that you do that, because as you open it, Pam, what's the last thing you remembered?
Oh no.
The last thing I remember was fighting the chicken. I was there for when I got yoinked.
Okay, I get to fill you in on the little details of your chastity as a priest of whatever god that you think you follow is most likely intact. The last thing you had remembered was being pulled into the stones of the bridge that you were about to cross after defeating the Gasdra. The cold embrace of a snow maiden, a spirit, of course, cursed to wander that area, haunt that area with her chilled touch. You're not exactly sure what happened. You're walking a little bit bow-legged as Zen notices you stumbling in from the cold, and I will put you right there. You are quite frozen.
Oh my.
You would not believe the last hour I've had.
There are multiple handprints that are frozen onto his armor and cloak, and there's also a kiss or two on his cheeks, though still fully clothed.
Every time one of us disappears, I assume they go off to another realm where nothing can hurt them. Clearly.
I wasn't hurt. I can say that much. They kept me alive out there.
The blue tinges to your skin say otherwise. Come, let us get you warm.
Oh, I didn't say they kept me warm. They kept me alive.
Are you familiar with the concept of hypothermia?
I'm
Alright,
sorry. Can I interject? Who is they?
Oh, the very friendly. What were they? Snow nymphs? What'd you call them? DM?
Snow maidens.
Some very friendly snow maidens. Took good care of me while I was stuck out in the wastes.
Well,
everyone would remember them if you had been in the encounter with the Gasdra. They were the spirits that were haunting the bridge that also helped Yantivos get a people's elbow on the Gasdra from the top of said bridge.
Antivos turns to Pem. You mean the spirits from the bridge?
Yes, those ones.
They seem to take a shine to you, it seems.
It seems that they can be quite affectionate when they want to be. When they're not in the bridge.
Was this not to your liking?
Oh, it was much to my liking. Still shivering, still freezing.
Right,
What
well,
is happening?
come by the fire warm. Ah,
Oh,
The mind was willing, but the flesh was weak.
the flesh is very spongy. Take me to the fire.
Do we have a fire going?
right in the center. We're
Is
kind
that
of
the,
standing on the brazier.
Ah, there we go.
Whew. Okay, I'm feeling better now.
Well,
I do remember.
So what have you guys been up to?
Oh,
I do.
Does anybody have
The
any like
Wraith-
visible injuries?
The Wraith does pipe up and says, "This storm should clear
did I-
up soon enough, but
How
one
did
of
I
your
miss you when I
companions-
walked in? Who are you? Gesturing to the wraith.
this
Do
is...
you intend hostile intent upon those that have offered to break bread in this place of hospitality?"
Oh, yeah, Pem, you might want to throw something into the fire. Just trust me.
Okay.
Wraith Commander licks his lips. And do you have anything particularly tasty on you, Pam? Beyond
Like-
field rations?
Like sentimentally tasty?
No.
A-
Food.
Anything
Food,
edible, man.
Oh, I don't have the Rook Robber anymore. I gave that away. All I have is this book called To Serve Man. I pull out a book that just To Serve Man.
Oh.
I also pull out some straw that's covered in blood. I have this too. Could make like a good seasoning.
Perhaps I should give you a lender. And he holds out a bottle of beer. He gestures it towards the brazier.
Thank you, robot monk. Disgusting robot. Thank you for the beer. Puts it into the brazier.
The whole thing, or are you pouring?
I chuck the whole thing in, just assuming that we give as much as we can.
Glass shards fly everywhere. We all take 1d8 piercing damage.
So the bottle does, as the magic, like the blue tinged fire, the cold fire pierces through it. It does explode for maybe a second. It's a kind of intensity that you might singe your eyebrows off with, but just before it hits anyone in the proximity, it freezes in midair. And all the pieces reform around into the original container, though taking on a more ghostly tinge. And then it flies over to the sword wraith's hand. He swirls it around, takes a sip. You should take care of your other companion. I had to go clean up this filth. And then he just goes back over to the chamber. And then you see him starting to drag the very much deceased vampire around this way.
Is that a vampire?
Yeah.
We,
Huh.
yeah, the bloodsuckers came from deeper within the crypt. They chose to stay without offering to our spirit guardians here. Foolish. But come,
Sacred hospitality.
son of man, warm yourself by the fire. Rest with us. How is the blizzard outside? Beyond cold, of course.
Who is this son of man you speak of?
Are you
I think
not?
he means you.
You are son of man.
Yeah, no, definitely. Sorry. It's cold out there. Yes, very cold. Although I think actually it was less cold in the blizzard than it was with the, the newfound friends. He trails off.
Did the winds seem to be abating at all?
DM, where did the weather seem to be lightening up as I got here?
You were covered in frost, and there's icicles here and there along your metal armor. They do not seem to be melting next to the fire. It is
Oh, permafrost.
in
No.
in a meta sense, maybe, definitely a short rest.
Mayhaps in a short time it may abate, but for now it is still as ferocious as ever, my warrior friend.
It was a general overhead view for every. Fellas. It's been a month, guys. It's better than 2.
Well, by all means, warm yourself. I will seek out our other companion, the one named Lilloy. I think she may need someone to talk to. I shall return.
Ooh.
Antavos wanders off, calls out, Lilway! Daughter of man, Lilway, where are you?
You went the wrong direction.
Lilway!
Zev just behind Helene. Zev just like tilts his head and then looks behind the hallway where she is.
Lilway!
No,
Similar to birds, satyrs navigate via magnetic resonance in their heads.
Did you
However,
guys,
the storm has thrown them off.
Is that
did you guys
actually
lose
true?
Lilway?
Birds do use magnetic fields to
They do.
navigate, yes.
Are you
No,
calling?
I meant
him
about
bird brain?
Altivos. Yes.
I mean, he's got horns. Those could work like, I don't know, some sort of magnetic attraction. I don't know. I'm
I
making
mean,
things
that's
up.
pretty
here.
much how birds do it. It's in their beaks. If you got horns, that'd be even better.
Got one on each side. It really helps with triangulation.
Yeah. Or
The
maybe they
hooves.
like cancel each other out, like, you know, opposing magnetic fields.
Regardless, Antavos wanders off this way looking for Lilway. Obviously, she isn't
Right.
over here.
The brain points in the
did
other
you-
direction.
Did you guys lose Lilway? Why is he looking for her?
Yeah,
Who's
Zev
like-
just basically barks.
Helene got it, jumps. Jumps out of the way.
And he just starts walking down the hall.
Warrior
Altivos.
of man.
What?
Lilway's pet seems to be moving away this way.
Did you call me warrior of man?
Oh no, what did I call it? What do I usually call you? Warrior.
I'm certainly not of man. Look at me.
Title I gave you. That calls for something like
On
bloodless,
occasion, you do.
bloodthirsty
fight for man.
warrior.
Well,
I shall start calling you robust warrior.
fair enough, I suppose, son of man. Oh, right. Muslim companion. I believe you are called Zev.
I can't believe in canon I actually just yelled out over Helene.
You just yelled a slur at him.
Ugh,
Oh, no.
humans.
Look, my brain's a little bit cold. I'm sitting at a smooth negative 10 degrees body heat Celsius.
So Lilway, what is the sort of scene or condition that Yantavos finds you in?
Lilway is pretty much sitting in a curled position against the wall, sitting upwards. But her head is covered behind her knees, and her hair is basically wrapped around her shoulders and kind of just, again, over her face, but she's just there, sitting there.
Altavos kind of comes in, steps over the mashed body that still lays in the middle of the floor, sits down on the coffin over here, and just kind of glances over. Are you all right, Lilway?
Fine, all right.
You're...
I bit you. With the scratch. I don't know. I try my best to keep my distance. I don't want it to spread.
Lilway, what you have, this heart of the wolf, do you fear it?
Do. Feared it ever since I was a child.
Have you had no one to teach you how to control it?
There was one, but even he couldn't. He was my teacher. Basically, he locked me up. When the time has come, every moon cycle, every temptation,
The smell of blood. It excites you?
Not blood. Just anger. Something sight of just raw meat. Animal, human, anything.
The wolf is a strong beast to be burdened with. It could be
I
a great
wasn't
companion if you can seek
I
a way to
wasn't-
tame it.
I have tried. I wasn't born with this. I was given this curse. And this curse led me here, trapped in this realm for 5 years.
This is not your home then.
No,
And where are you from?
for to you, maybe you call it the mortal plane.
There are many mortal planes. I myself from the plane of Exia.
Don't know where that is.
Nor are yours. That is irrelevant, really. You are mortal. You are, as you say, cursed. I would more say gifted. But what do you seek to do with the wolf that lives within you? Do you wish to be rid of it?
That's what I wish. I don't know. I don't even know if I can be removed. All I know is that my teacher told me is if I were to scratch or to bite people, I will just spread it even further.
I wonder if your strain is different than the ones I have experienced on Exia. There is some rare colonies here and there. They have fled from what I have heard and fled from lands of your own and others. They are reclusive, but they seek to live their lives as full as any other. Some similar to you, have no control over the beast. Others, well, they have come to be at peace with it. It works as their companion.
I'm happy for those people who make peace with it. But this, what's inside me? Don't know what to give it a name. A beast, sure. All I know, it's much dangerous than the things that I face, the things I have came to know. It's not the wolves I know.
What would you do if you were free of this land?
I continue my journey. My pilgrimage as a druid to follow the Wild Mother's call.
I know of this Wild Mother, or have heard of her. The Garden Elves have spoken of her around before. I know not if she can answer us here, but...
No. She cannot answer. I have been in absence of her voice in the last 5 years, I have been on my own until I met all of you.
Then I suppose that is something to be celebrated. A lone journey is... well, lonely.
That's why I have Zev. And the creatures I have come across in this land. And also some of the members of the Vistani.
Yes, you're like young daughter of man,
She is another part of the Vistani group.
what was her name again?
Arabelle.
Ah, yes, Arabelle. I wanted to call her Annabelle, and that didn't seem right at all.
I know the confusion. Yes, I'm sure she's been called that a few times.
If we were to leave here, would you travel with us?
I don't even know where you came.
That would make 2 of us. Or 4. However many more in the other room.
I don't... You guys, I have overheard of you speaking to each other. You talk of these crystals and this flying spaceship or ship or whatever that crashed over.
Indeed, yes, this is all quite alarming. But you get used to it soon enough. Why, it's been almost a week. And we've adjusted well enough.
A week knowing each other? Or
Well,
a
more or
week
less,
you've been
yes.
here?
No. More a week since we were released from our crystals, yes. Perhaps less.
Does that mean I become a crystal too?
No, certainly not. We crush most of the ones we find. It would be better that no one be trapped in them. They are vile abominations of foul sorcery. Lock people in a stasis of time.
That's really troubling. My main goal right now is to get out of this land. Out of Barovia. If there is a way for me to escape this land now, then I will take it. Then I will be able to hear the mild mother's voice once again. Then I will know where she wants me to go.
Well,
For now, I am still your guide. I just need a moment to gather my strength, my composure.
well, if you ever would like an ear to listen, or a warm hand to hold, I am always here. I do not fear you, nor that which lies within you. And should you ever need help, merely call my name.
I will take your words in mind. Just for now, just for my sake. Just be with the others in the room. I'll be with you joint soon. Thank you for your words.
Of course. We shall get through this yet. Be well, Lilway, daughter of man.
Antivos will step out and reach out a hand to Zev.
He definitely sniffs at it, but then gives you a very narrowing glare before butting his head against your hip before walking his way back down the hall.
Loyal beast. Well, Lilloway is fine. Just recouping from the battle. I say
For
we
those
rest for a moment until the storm has passed, and then we shall be on our way.
for those able to see, you can observe the adorned wraith, sword wraith, slip back into the statue before disappearing. Or rather, the armor that he inhabited steps back on its pedestal and then loses its ghostly rider, so to speak. But yeah, if you guys would like to have a short rest, maybe take a couple conversations, then storm should be done and over with.
I think that Helene would want to walk around and this is all narrative flair. I don't have any specific spells that I want. Actually, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Helene is just going to give the place a once over just to make sure that, everything is cool now. So I think that she's going to, I'll burn a second level spell slot. She's going to cast See Invisibility and just do a once over, just walk around the place. And I think are there still bodies? Like, are there actual vampire bodies?
The ones that you burned away with the Deathlight Carnelian? No, they're ash.
Yeah, I kind of incinerated them, didn't I?
There's a darkened ichor where the wraith had been dragging the other body towards the back room, over towards where the one unlucky bastard from that was being eaten by the vampires. But as far as corpses, remains, not so much.
Okay, well, yeah, it doesn't. I was going to do some purification thing, but if it's bird, that's about as pure as it gets. So yeah, she's just gonna take a trip around the perimeter.
Okay. Are you putting hands on, or are you just looking around? Investigation versus perception.
I think that she would just be looking. I don't think that she would want to touch anything weird.
Well, you can roll me a perception check just to see what might be around.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna give myself guidance, if I may.
Sure. Wait.
Oh,
See,
no, wait.
invisibility is a.
It is not concentration.
Huh. That's
In
good.
fact, it is not.
Booyah!
Thank
Good
God for that
words.
D4.
So 17 perception. You're going around, and you notice that in each of the rooms, there are coffins. This apparently was most likely a good safe haven for vampires to stay in, either during sunlight or against other environmental hazards that might actually affect them, especially since this Amber Temple place seems to house some sort of unnatural power affecting the environs. Checking around in the coffins, most of them are empty. save for the one. There's the one that's up here. Drag you, or yeah, you can. The walls are very accurate. Stepping over the poor soul, there's multiple bite wounds from.
Is that body
vampiric
actually
fangs.
there?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's the individual that Iontavos originally found.
that's right. I remember now. Okay.
And it also looks like he might have actually been stuffed into this coffin down here.
Oh, goodness.
And then there's signs of a struggle of the coffin lid trying to be kept on. And a length of chain and locks around the sides that were carefully undone. So one can imagine. He wanted to get out until he wanted to not.
Right. Are any of the other coffins occupied?
No. There is the down in this one, it's completely destroyed. There's an unrecognizable mass of undead-ified blood and matter from the from the party that the other wraith warriors were having in here on this vampire.
Oh, lovely.
Aside from that,
Okay, I see no reason to hang out here. This place gives me the creeps. So I'm going to step over the corpse and leave.
so as you step over the corpse for the last time,
Oh no.
a hand reaches out and grabs you by the heel. And the drained man's face looks up at you. And slowly the lips open in a whisper. Heal me, priestess. You blink and then you realize there was no hand on your heel. There's just the man frozen in death.
Oh, that's horrifying. Thank you for the nightmare fuel.
And then that's when you notice the words beginning to inscribe themselves as you turned your gaze back towards the rest of the group. And along the walls, you see in a red, orange, almost amber color, and many scripts and levels of handwriting. They lie, they lie, they lie, they lie, they lie, and then just scribbles and scrawls along the walls as you start. It ends about at the door. Oop, that did not close on you.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Whew. I don't know how much more I could take, man. Whew.
Roll initiative. No, but yeah, the as soon as you cross over the threshold, there are no more words.
Well, actually, you know what? Hold on, give me a second. I rolled with disadvantage.
Oh no, I saw the 20. Like, okay, you did it.
No.
What did you do?
So what I am failing to do is keep my composure. She does not look like she is not. Her poker face is not great. She looks very, very deeply disturbed right now. As she's not even looking at anybody as she walks into the room.
Are you okay?
Yeah, everyone pretty sure everyone's passive insight or perception at least would
I rolled a 4, so
yeah.
Is something wrong? Something particularly wrong?
what weird phrasing.
We just fought against a bunch of vampires.
I don't think that she even registered you. She's just kind of staring vacantly at the floor.
Think she got possessed? It is a crypt.
I'm not possessed. I'm fine.
You certainly seem as if you are spooked by something. Is everything all right? Did you see something?
I don't think that you would believe me if I told you.
I've seen
Daughter,
worse.
We are in
Just gonna look
a
around and be like,
cave with bloodsuckers.
we
We are
fought a
here in
giant.
another realm, after being in yet one before. You seem to underestimate our
giant.
ability to believe strange things. After what we've been through, that seems an oversight.
We fought a giant duck not too, like, how many hours ago?
I believe it was a goose.
I also
goose.
believe it was
Yeah,
Ducks don't make that sound. If you talk with them a little bit, they're different. They're usually a lot nicer too. Geese, they're a problem.
Excuse me. Is this really important?
Sorry.
Taxonomy is a highly important art.
I had some good duck friends back on Nexia Terra. Geese,
I too
not
have
so much.
befriended the ducks.
What she's
And
trying to
bees.
say is that whatever you saw back there probably isn't as weird as what we've already seen.
Indeed.
No, but it may have gotten his eye. All of you did.
Remember that body that we found earlier?
Yes.
I watched it grab me and look me in the eye. And then I blinked and it was dead like it should be. And then I saw written on the wall, they lie over and over and over and over and over. And then it was gone.
It sounds like one of his antics.
Who?
The Lord of the Land. It's his way of provoking you to entertain him.
Entertain him?
How well do you know your knowledge of Count Strahd?
Would that ring any bells for me, DM?
I want to say we did history and religion checks before, but actually, no. Let's do that. History or religion checks for anyone. Oh. Okay, that's right. It's like, oh, that one? Oh.
Two nat ones in a row? Boundary, come on.
I'll guidance
I
myself
have
again.
faith in religion.
Better.
Oh, I should
Oh my god! Jesus Christ. Okay, nope. How
Two nat
appropriate is
ones
that?
And then 11 twos.
Man, somebody knocked over my dice to a nat 20, but I can't take
Yeah.
that.
That's not how it
In real
works.
life, it would have worked.
Don't worry, Unstoppable Warrior. You'll get it next time.
I mean, I guess that tracks though, because she would have no reason to.
So yeah, Helene, Nahum, the names don't ring a bell, even if perhaps with every minute, hour, day, a little bit of your memories come back. It could have been something you learned recently, but not recent enough. Pem or Zan, you're somewhat familiar with Count something von Barovovich something. Is that vampire story or whatnot, very dictatorial figure, very angsty, and the pop culture media that you'd consumed at one point. It was burned after being found on the monastery grounds.
I can't believe they destroyed my player's handbook.
What now?
Tem, you have a good grasp as memory returns of Count Strahd von Zarevich. He's the ruler of Barovia, Ravenloft, as the land is sometimes called in other places, and this land is also his domain to do with what he pleases, as he is trapped in it. But that's okay, because everything has a bit of a cycle to it for those that are unable to leave.
Mm. I will reiterate this to the group and just say to Helene, it seems like you've garnered his interest. Congratulations.
Oh my god!
I I think that Helene is literally on the verge of a nervous breakdown right now.
Quick, dog therapy.
Bark.
Apologies, I do not have good bedside manner.
By the way, we just
Trans, that was just for you, buddy.
By the way, we'll slowly walk up over to you and gently place her hand on your shoulder.
She flinches as she feels you touch her.
I know it is troubling, but I promised that he will not be anywhere near you. And his provocations, even though I say they should ignore them, but keep it in mind. This is just a laughing matter. If we piss him off and she turns to the others, it'll be much worse than just sending vampire spawns our way. He's testing all of you.
He can test us all we want. I fear not some lord who plays from his castle. He's not here. Therefore, he's not worthy of being
Maybe don't say that out loud.
Oh, why? Is he not here? If he
He's
cares
everywhere.
to bother us, why does he not come to us himself?
It seems
glances
that
over to
both-
Helene and just... I think he is around here, though. He's already messing around with Helene. Almost directly, it sounds like.
Foul
Wait,
sauce.
actually, I don't know Helene's name. Messing around with...
You're probably
You,
because
points to you.
are a person of faith, and faith in this land is very little. Even hope is dying as we speak.
But
That's-
imagine.
Sounds like a horrible way to live.
Agreed.
It seems our best course of action would be to keep this count entertained. It seems that is what he has been looking for in us since we arrived.
Then you say this, the wind outside stops, and the door slowly creaks open.
Hmm.
Your short rest is finished, by the way.
I might have spoken too soon.
Well,
I agree with that.
Shall we?
indeed. We
Motion
must
toward
fetch
the door.
this, whatever it is, blood of worms from this corvid land. And then we can be gone.
Further up the mountain. This way. And Lilway will start leading, and Zeb is right behind her.
Antivos will immediately join her at the front.
Back into the cold we go.
does not seem to be cold anymore.
It's like a balmy summer day. Ugh.
All right, marching order, please.
Helene is 100% bringing up the rear.
Lilaway is up front with Pev. Not Pev. Zeb.
Pev!
Hev!
Oh my god, they've merged!
The world slammed together.
Yeah,
Sev,
Antavos is up with Lilaway.
Zen is not far behind.
Okay. So just gonna move that around like that real quick, and this. Thankfully, the trek up the rest of the way is pleasant. Even it's chilly, nippy mountain air, but it is. Where did they go? Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Never mind. Sorry. And upon reaching the end of this, the winding switchbacks, at the end is a large temple carved into the mountainside itself. And as its name suggests, it is indeed adorned with these amber statues, which I shall. And for purposes of lighting, yes, the inside is accurate, or the light sources you find are accurate. This is a warning.
Also, sorry, Raina, you go.
No, I was just going to say, I love how Helene is like fully dissociating. And everyone's like, oh, well, the storm stopped. Let's go.
Nothing like a good mountain hike to take your mind off of foolish, irrelevant things. Ha!
And I will say,
Trauma? What trauma?
I think you probably still have 20 minutes of that sea invisibility left.
Oh, okay.
Also, I have an absolutely insane development, but I will save it for after the game. But
Actually,
someone please
uh-oh.
remind me,
Very
but I
long
need to tell
loading
somebody
screen.
about this.
30, actually. 30 minutes. That should be enough.
Tempted to refresh now.
Yeah, that's what I'm attempting to do too. Oh wait, 100%.
I did.
I'm
Oh
in.
no!
We're in the
No, I
snow.
refreshed.
It didn't do the thing.
There we go.
Was gonna
Yep.
say something, forgot what it was.
Wow. Oh my god.
What?
It's just a ginormous map.
Yeah. Isn't it lovely?
We can call that
Um,
megalophobia.
Not to be confused with megalomania.
I legit, I hate
Or
statues.
megalomania.
You hate statues?
Statues give me the creeps, like for real.
I'm back.
It's like how some people don't like mannequins. I don't like statues.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't a mannequin a statue? In a way.
Kind of, I guess. Thank you.
It's a posable.
I'm sorry.
It's posable in real time statue. Anyways, so yes, the road fades away from the misty coverings of what used to be the blizzard, but it's not too long to see the facade of the kind of temple carved into the sheer mountainside. The front of the structure is 50 feet high. There are 6 alcoves in front of you with 20-foot tall statues. Each are carved from singular blocks of amber and depict faceless hooded figures. Each with hands pressed together, the same gesture of prayer. Between the two innermost statues is a 20-foot tall archway with a staircase leading down, down, down into the Amber Temple. And by the way, you're a lot closer than you've ever been to this place. So, here be dragons.
Yeah, I am just staring at the outside, looking up at this tall structure, looking like her emerald eye is just like focused intently on it, and she's frowning very deeply. From being in the years that she's been in this realm, there has been rumors and stories, and she is not happy. Somewhere within this damn building, whatever you're seeking is here. But I shall warn you, I don't know what lurks in here. All I know is that there are stories, there are rumors I heard among the Vistani, those who venture in. Some make it, some don't. Some are lost or eaten. And those who do come back, they are changed. Almost like the ones that you've seen in the prior resting place.
We must be into this place if we are to find this blood of worm that we need for the Great Lord, so whether or not this place is safe is irrelevant. We will enter, we will find what we need, and then the Great Lord shall bring us home.
Before we enter, I would like to cast a certain spell that might help us journey within these halls to keep quiet, since some of you have, well, very loud, obnoxious clinking armor.
It is true. You are much quieter without it.
So she will
Wow.
pass without a trace. And I forgot. I need to look at the spell.
Pass without a trace.
There you go.
Woo, look at all them targets.
Whoa!
So everyone should be able to have a +10.
Sweet.
Us and heavy armor still roll at disadvantage, right?
Indeed.
Yes.
Okay.
Indeed.
That's nice +10.
Mm-hmm.
But I have mithril chainmail, so I don't.
Into the belly of the beast. And she makes her way forward, with Sev tagging behind her. And may I go about this quietly as I go in?
Sure. Let me prompt that,
Oh boy.
because I love this mod for Foundry that lets me do this. Monk's toolbar? No.
Yep.
Something else.
Make sure you add into the situational bonus 10.
Damn.
Oh, well, there's...
Oh, baby!
Wow.
Antavos, you don't even know he's there, baby.
Jesus Christ. What is that roll? What is this?
It was a 19. I had guidance, apparently. Though I probably wore
yeah,
off.
I gave it to you earlier.
But
That
I
is
rolled a
30.
natural 19, and I have proficiency in stealth now.
I have just
It's
15.
20.
The quietest centaur.
You don't hear any clip clops.
So, I did mention this is a staircase going down, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Antipos
Right.
becomes the stairs.
15 for... Oh, that's right, because you forgot that. Okay, I
Oh,
thought that
yeah,
was
yeah.
worse.
Oh, I have a negative. 10
Oh,
instead.
actually, I know how to roll with this. All right, so at what point are you guys stopping when you are coming down the
Yeah.
stairs?
I am going to be, like, right there. Just when I see the other set of stairs.
Yeah, Pam, as you're going forward, your foot slips on the first step, and you tumble down. And normally you'd be making a lot of rattling and clonking noises, but thankfully whatever spell the way has cast on your party has made it much easier to mitigate noise. You don't even leave
Silently
any
lowing.
you don't even leave any bumps and bits and bobs along the way for if something were to track you. You still feel them, but so, as this is a large space, I would ask everyone to limit what they do to like the 30-foot movement. Not going to do like structured time,
Excuse
hard
me, sir.
structured
I have
time, but
55 feet of movement.
oh, okay. Aren't you special?
I am, damn it!
He's the sneakiest, freakiest centaur you've ever seen.
All of those things are true.
Except for one. He's not a centaur.
I can be a
And he
centaur
can
if
be
you'd like
if he
me.
wanted to.
Silently says, "You got this."
Antvos will move forward to this the railing here and do a cursory glance over.
Okay, and anybody else want to do something? Oh, I
I
should
will-
probably say that. What
yeah, I
can
was
you
going to say I was
guys?
going to do a courtesy glance going off in this direction.
Is the
Staying out of the
amoeba
way.
thing up near the statue?
So as you
Intentional?
enter the yeah, it's a gazebo. No.
No, but
Dis-
what is that actually? Is that like a site map?
It's
Like
a-
where everyone's looking, or?
So the statue is in one hand holding a swirling vortex of orange energy. You can assume it's some sort of magical effect. And in the right, well, kind of holding, kind of not, there is a ball of amorphous roiling light that goes around the room and around the head of this thing. Although it's erratic and in not an artistic sense. So, well, let's roll some perception checks.
Woo! I like that.
Let's roll some perception. Okay, let me prompt that again because I like pressing buttons.
May Zev roll with advantage by just sniffing out what's on the floor?
Sure. That is a lot of dice.
Oh, poor Zev. 13.
Nox, there's a die in the game master prompt.
I hit that. I thought I. Hold up.
What happened?
I don't
Oh,
know,
no.
man.
It rolled.
I'll
it's
take the
fine.
23. It's fine. Yeah.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Naheem with the 29. What the hell?
He's got 2024 vision. Wait, no, that joke doesn't work anymore. He's got 2025 vision.
You got this.
So Yantavos and Zev, it's an eerily quiet place. The stone is dead. The amber that lines all of the decorative adornments it's nice and kind of is shiny against the backdrop of this statue's foul artifice of arcane energy, as one of these two people would probably view it. Helene and Pem, actually pretty much everyone, you hear two things. Everyone is able to hear murmurs and fire crackling, sounds of what seems to be activity on this side, behind this large door made of amber. I need another word for amber. Everything is fucking amber? Anyways,
Golden-ish adjacent. Reddish orange.
I mean, amber
Bronze,
is a material,
copper.
so
yeah, it's amber. This particular door
Honey-like.
over here.
golden
Yes,
resin.
honey-like.
That, yes.
Translucent
try to-
copper-esque hues.
It's a spectrum. I may have just gotten you banned, Key. Sorry.
Okay.
And Patreon paywall. Oh, I can actually use that joke now. So everyone notices that. However, Lilaway, Zen, and Naum, you look over to the north, relative to you, over at the statue, and you actually see an individual at its base trying to wave his hands around and pointing at this blob of energy that's going around in the air, and it's almost as if he's trying to wrestle it back down, and then keeps on making a almost like he's lassoing it and trying to pull it back to the statue, but he's failing miserably.
Okay,
It's
so
a
I'm
very
not going... Oh, sorry.
it's a very entertaining display of whatever it is. Although, Naum, roll me Arcana.
Oh, I need a...
I thought I was going insane. I thought this was like a new Foundry feature with like vision maps. You know, like eye trackers. Streamers will do that, like a little eye tracker thing. I thought that's where we were all looking, but no.
No, it's a
Oh.
DM, it's magic.
it's a type of light source.
Yeah, it's magical, right? Nothing natural probably makes that. Anyways, what does everyone do with this information?
Zen's gonna float on down and talk to him.
Hey.
I just realized I have 50 feet of movement.
Oh,
He
Where's
just
he
flew down the
going?
stairs.
no.
Yeah.
Don't make me spell go to waste. You idiot. Oh.
Okay, what's that? Okay, so as you're going towards the man and his statue, what is everyone else doing?
Watching on
Watching
in
in
horror.
horror.
Antavos is just going to move to the other side where he heard the noises coming from, and basically just post up at the top of the stairs between the
Are you able to
noises,
see
the
this?
people, and the statue stuff.
Are you able to see the fact that there is like a door section here, by the way? Okay.
We can see that there's something. We don't see what's past it, but we can see that there's a door section.
That's the one up
Okay.
Ooh, now I can see.
Okay. Helene, Naum, watching on in horror.
I don't think that Helene is really there still. Like I think I think that she probably takes up wandering off in the direction that the noise was heard, just kind of unconsciously, more than with any real sense of purpose.
So, Yantavos and Helene, you're closest to the door, and you hear from the other side. There's a low growl and some scratching. Might be of a paw or clawed hands, you're not exactly sure. It's behind an opaque door after all. And all the other activity stops on the other side.
Antavos
Zen!
will put out a hand. If Feline was going to walk past him, he'll put out a hand, kind of catching her at her midriff, and just look at her and just... Wait one moment.
I think that she just jumps when she realizes what you've done. What do you...
Shh. Quiet. Kind of furrows his brow at her a little bit.
What?
Just wait. We know not what's behind this door, and the Son of Iron is off to speak with whoever that individual is.
Great. All right. What could go wrong?
So, Zen, are you power walking near the or power hovering, I guess, over to talk to this
I am
person?
hovering over at alarming speeds. My 50 feet of movement, almost double the average walking speed.
Would you like to do so stealthily?
You know what? No, and in fact, I'm gonna do it in a way that diverts attention from the rest of the group. So it looks like I'm a lone jackass approaching.
Losing those ass thrusters.
Yeah. I mean, beer is carbonated, and I don't have a digestive tract, so that gas is going somewhere.
Oh, man.
Also, I've weighed the pros and cons list. This guy seems incompetent, so I feel like it's safe enough to go. I don't
Dangerous game.
like safety very much.
So, how do you approach this individual who is very captivated and he's waving his hands at the mass of runaway light, for lack of a better term?
Hello there, friend. May I assist you in retrieving this amorphous blob? Which you seem transfixed.
Who are you? What are you doing here? What? You're not like the others. You're not my relief. Yes, that you're not my relief. What are you doing? Yeah, damn it! And he tries to. It looks like he's trying to lash rope at the thing again, and apparently he missed. He's mumbling and grumbling under his.
Can I pull out my own rope and try to lash it myself?
You could certainly try.
Oh yeah.
Just use your throwing weapon. Roll like that.
Roll like that.
See how that goes. Yeah.
Metal orb. I affix the rope to my metal orb and I throw it around. You must target a token before rolling the attack. I don't know if I can. Can I target myself? No. What's my modifier? +7's my modifier, which is the same as my acrobatics. Can I roll my acrobatics?
Sure.
Aw. Oh.
With a 22, you are able to deftly throw your ball-laden rope at this thing. And you're able to, it seems, catch it, except center mass, except for the fact that, of course, your rope and ball passed through it without any effect. But you did hit it.
Ah.
If it had form.
It seems
Clank,
I
clank, clank, clank.
require a specialized variety of rope.
Yes. While I do appreciate the attempt to exist, why are you here? Nobody comes here usually.
We were seeking refuge from the cold, and when the door opened, we found ourselves here.
What? There is no door on this place.
Not here. Further down.
Oh, the place that all the vampires use.
There did seem to be a great abundance of undead in that place. Both friendly and less so.
Did they find you unappetizing or something?
As a matter of course, beings that feast on blood do not tend to find much sustenance in a man of metal.
Indeed. Still, you haven't quite answered my question. Why are you here?
I do not know yet. I'm merely going where the multiverse takes me.
What? Antivos, Helene, and company. I guess spectators first. What are your thoughts on... Well, who's looking where?
Always like going back and forth between Yontavos and Aline, and then looking over where the Warforged has gone, and she's like, "What? Things are going really crazy at the moment." She's trying to figure out what to do.
Em is gonna gesture to Nahum and just be, what are they saying? I can't hear. Does it look like it's all positive? Is diplomacy working? I can't tell from here.
Can I tell very well with a very high perception that it's going okay?
Do you have observant?
I actually think I do. Let me double check.
Playing patty
Of
cake.
course.
exchanging
Why
rest-
wouldn't he?
Where are the feats?
Or is observant a different thing? And
No. I do not have observant. No, I just have an abnormally high perception.
you can roll to see if you're able to read the lips.
I would love to.
Oh,
Oh.
Not
Womp womp. Oh my god. Still at 15.
2 to 2, it's still 15.
you can assume that by the body language, you don't know what he's saying from this far away. That's beyond the purview of whatever training you've received. However, from analyzing the other individual's body posture, their stance, and other way, they've stopped gesticulating at the blob that is floating in the air. But it's careful. Nothing. It does not appear that there is a hostile intent being directed by either being.
Also, you realize Zen has no lips.
It's hard to read because one of them doesn't have any lips.
I can see that.
But it seems to be going okay for now. But this can get terrible at a moment's notice. The man's not very good at magic.
There's also a lot of open doors around us.
You
Oh,
suspect an ambush?
I should actually describe what those are. So these over here, as everyone comes in, they've been able to look around more. These are actually arrow slits cut into the walls, up here and up here. These doors are indeed open. There's this door leading to a chamber you can imagine over here. Also this door here. And on the bottom floor, there are other intersections going the left, the right, the bottom. And that is another map layer, which we can transition to once the exploring reaches that point. But this place is rather large.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty good killing box for anybody in the center there.
You're not helping whatsoever.
What? No, I'm just making a note. What do you mean?
Well, man of faith, you... Oh, never mind. Is
I have
anyone going
faith
to
in
get the
them.
robot?
Anyone to get the what?
Whatever you call it. Metal Man.
Oh, Zen. I'm sure Zen has it under control.
I think he has it under control. Is that his name, Zen? Oh.
Yeah, it comes from a weird place called Canada.
Huh. You know, now that I look at him, he does actually look like a Zen. Oh. Well, I'll write that down.
80
A
D10
Quebecois
psychic.
name.
I go join Yontavos and leave.
Behind this door, you hear growling, and then with a sudden heave, there's a cry of commotion from the other side as... Oh. Helene's able to see, yes, because... Or not. Wait a second. Helene is a human, but with dark vision because she's a Twilight cleric. That's okay.
I have dark vision for 300 feet.
There actually is a light in this place because there's a campfire that these people are around. I just forgot to make it. There we go. It's a pupper! A big old dire wolf that just burst the doors open from the inside and is now growling.
I totally don't see a dire wolf. Just saying.
That's because they're on the GM layer.
There we go.
Bark, bark.
Oh,
It's got blood on its face.
it's going to test for flesh.
So
Antavos immediately steps across in front of Helene. And his weapon is in one hand.
Yeah, before the dire wolf charges forward, there's a gentleman. I wouldn't say gentleman. A
thug.
No, not that either. Thank you, Peanut Gallery. Yes, a rough-looking fellow that scruffs the dire wolf before it can go forward even more. He appears to be wearing animal hides and is wielding a rather large great axe. Although he locks eyes with Antavos, then flicks over to the others, he whistles behind him, and you can see standing up or otherwise grabbing their gear are a total of 5 individuals, and there's one with a more decorated attire that denotes her as probably a champion of some sort. And there's just a quiet, tense moment as everyone's trying to decide what to do.
Who are you? What is your business here?
The one in front who is holding the dire wolf back is... We are seeking shelter from the storm before hunting on the mount. You are not from Barovia. Who are you?
Travelers as yourself. We mean you no harm. If you mean us no harm, we shall go our separate ways.
He looks behind him.
Though I would stress, it will not go well for you, should you do mean us harm.
And a woman comes up from behind, and she pulls the dire wolf back over to the side with a short yelp as she yanks him by the tail. And it cows, the hackles immediately lower, and he just kind of sits in the corner for a second. Who are you to approach the Amber Temple? Only the foolhardy or the totally desperate come here. Are you here to fight the land?
How does one fight the land? Does the
She
land
blinks.
fight? Certainly the land has creatures that fight, but the land itself, fairly tame, minus the snowstorms.
She looks to her right at the first warrior. It sits on its hind legs and also shrugs with its forepaws. You are outlanders, are you not?
Indeed. We are of some land.
Yes, but you are supposed to be here to...
You seem to be making a lot of assumptions. We are here, we are travelers, we mean you no harm unless you harm us. Do we
But
have
business
quarrel
is
or
their
shall we
own.
go on?
Guys, come with me. What is going on? And then everyone come. They're all talking with each other, and then the dire wolf. So it's like, and if you'd like to roll perception to try and see what they're saying.
Antivos turns back to Lilloway.
Do you know these men? They're strange.
Even if you're strange, you don't state your business.
I did not state my business. I asked them theirs
You're
and asked if we
about
might
to.
go.
Don't know if what side they're on.
Indeed. Why I have not revealed anything.
You say we can roll perception to see.
Damn.
Perception, if you were focusing on the events occurring over here,
Gotcha.
yes.
No, I think it's just us three.
Sounds good.
And the doggo, Zev, I think.
I will roll
Oh,
with
sure.
I will roll with disadvantage because I am talking to Lilloway.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
We don't see shit.
Hear shit. Our ears are broken.
He said perception with disadvantage.
Ooh, that spread though.
Wow, look at that.
Even with a
Oh,
3
what
on the
on
1d4.
earth?
What
So-
is this? 3 10s.
Wait, so let me try it. I think. Just for shits and giggles, I think I can. See who among them.
You got one
Hey, I'm
quiet
with
guy.
Wow.
Too quiet.
Holy shit.
the
Fucking A.
the
We
leader.
can't hear them, and they can't talk quietly.
It's just one guy at the 18 telling everyone else to shut up.
He's the dude who's just sleeping. He's not talking at all because he's dozing.
He's cooking. No, he's cooking.
He's just
He's-
chewing.
he's-
He's chewing away.
Yeah.
To be
Especially
fair-
important is the fact that it's the leader that's talking the conversation from the snippets you're all able to gather, because although you did roll higher than them, that is still a very low roll.
Hey,
No,
hey,
it is exactly average. Thank you.
they are talking louder than we are not listening.
Hey, Helene is not engaged in conversation.
It's true. She's just traumatized.
And Helene didn't roll a disadvantage.
Still traumatized.
That's why she's rolling at advantage. Anyways, the gist of the conversation is they are very much confused by Antivos's apparently Antivos's answer. And they're trying to figure out why. No, this isn't right. Are we early? Are they late? What's going on? They're very confusing. Hey Zen, what you doing?
I was changing my bed sheets with you guys on speaker. What I'm
What?
doing is further endearing myself to this gentleman over here. Ah, where are my manners? They call me Zen. By which name may I refer to you?
I am Heinrich Stolt. At not your service. And I've been stuck up here in this damn temple trying to fix things and keep things clean and Heinrich this and Heinrich that and if you're not my relief or this help for this place, I don't know what this stupid statue is not working correctly. It's not ready.
And what is the correct function of this statue?
That, he points at the blob, and it is shifting around lazily and flopping around. It's weaving in and around the statue. And then he points up at the head of said statue. He's supposed to be in there. And you can see it's a hood, though without this inky blob, you can clearly see that there is a space inside of it, as large enough for a person, maybe two, in order to occupy this upper part of the statue.
So this floating blob is meant to be in there.
A very astute, it's damn common tongue, observation.
I also speak French, if that is any more use to you.
What? What language is it's French?
It is of my homeland. But that is very far from here indeed.
Apparently.
In any case, how does one wrangle this nebulous mass of energy?
Are you a wizard?
I am not.
Well, unless you have something to deal with my nerves or trying to wrangle this thing down and put it where it's supposed to be in order to be ready for the next set of Outlanders to come and bash our heads against the walls of this place.
Forgive me, but you do not seem like a wizard yourself.
No, I am not. Why do you think I'm going, oh, no, come back to me, go back in statue, and he's making the pantomimes up with the blob. Oh, of course I'm not a wizard, I'm using wishful thinking. Maybe it'll be able to cast a wish or something.
Ah, so wrangling
almost-
the blob is not typically within your retinue of duties.
Oh, no. I almost had it, but I was interrupted.
How were you intending to wrangle this blob?
That's, he's looking around and his eyes light upon what looks like to be a stick. It's just on the floor. He grabs it and you notice it turns into a halberd as he grabs it. I was going to die poking it.
Does poking it usually work?
It was worth a shot. Until, of course, I saw you throw the thing at it. It's... Well... Why exactly are you here? By the way, what is your name?
I gave him my name. I gave him my name already. Like, at the start of this conversation. And then he gave me his name, and I have no idea how that's supposed to be written down. I don't know how that's spelled.
Maybe the wizard's so bad he doesn't remember your name.
There's a name.
Heinrich Stort. Well,
But he
Heinrich?
does ask, what is your name again?
They call me Zen, Mr. Stolt.
Zen, nothing else.
Zen Yata.
Ah. There is nothing else to your name?
Should there be?
Oh, no. Of course not. What's your passive insight? Oh, you can roll insight on that.
Remind me, passive insight is...
Or you can just roll it. Your insight is high enough that in my game, I allow you to get a free roll. Which... there's just something in the way that he said it that is a little bit off. Though you also do see him pull out a little note and write a couple digits in
Good thing I
a...
never told him the spelling, because nobody in their right mind would ever assume that the last bit of it is spelled that way.
Maybe he is French.
Oh, je m'appelle Yata.
It's the name of Heinrich from Alice Lost the Rain.
Roll me a D100.
Oh no! Sacre bleu! Roll un des cent. $81.
Oh my god.
I'll let you off with a warning this time. Anyways. Confusion team, go.
We're
Which
waiting
one's the
for them to
confusion
stop
team?
being confused. we are ready to throw down if they are, but they don't seem ready to throw down.
Okay, so the leader and her lieutenant, it looks like, come over. They're staying on their half of the threshold and say, if you're not here to fight the land, we have no quarrel with you. If you have no problem with us, we...
That's literally what I said. Would you like us to close the door and we can be on our way? You seem confused. Were you expecting someone else?
Yes and no, but as far as my daughter is concerned, should we tell? And she looks over at her lieutenant, and he looks at her and shrugs again. It's, do you have anything to perhaps trade? Food, treasures, just to ensure a sort of assurance of peaceful intentions. And then you are free to pass through our side.
Are you trying to take our provisions as a sign that we won't hurt you?
A show of good faith.
That makes absolutely no sense. Close the door, we shall be on our way. Farewell.
We're just face palming.
All right. He closes the door.
That's always what people do here. They ask for your stuff and say, we'll take your stuff so you don't hurt us.
No, it's just a show of trust. But we can work with this way, I suppose.
There is a door here. If
Oh, I will gladly walk through it.
Anything to be away from this scene.
would you like to look for traps or anything, or?
All right, sure.
Because you insist. Twist my arm, won't you, DM?
I guess I'll do the smart thing.
No longer traumatized.
It made no difference whatsoever.
Yay!
Nat 1 for the evening.
Oh, the dice.
How many nat ones are we gonna roll? I just wanted some
I think that's
6s and 7s.
I think that's my third one of the night.
Looks like we'll have to switch back to roll 20 here shortly.
I've inherited the dice curse. Thank you, Treg.
You're welcome.
It's to help reset everything, remember?
Perfectly balanced as all things should be. So what don't I see? What explodes? What
You
further
took a-
traumatizes poor Helene?
I should just slam her head against the door.
She goes to open the door, misses the handle, and just face plants the door.
Roll this saving throw. No. Anyways, you give the door a cursory glance and decide a door couldn't hurt me, especially not in my frame of mind at the moment. Do I even care? No. I probably wouldn't go that far, but you open the door to see with your gifted eyes. It's a dark room full of broken furniture, a table, some.
That's what I see with my eyes.
Yes. Are you
What do
able
you see
to?
with your nose?
What would you be able? What I mean, yeah, there's that, I guess, but. Oh, that's right. You have see invisibility on.
Yes, I do. But I did roll a 1, so.
That's for the door, though.
Oh, well, okay then.
The door was not invisible. You noticed that.
The door. Yes. Stop. It looks like this used to be an office of some sort, also with an armoire that would have been for weapons, a rack for spears. Of course, though, it is very much destroyed. And if you would like to look into it further.
Sure. Why not? I'm in a great frame of mind to be doing this.
What a motley crew.
Am I rolling anything else, or?
If you'd like to roll perception and step into the
Sure.
room.
And just to be fair, because I did roll an out 1, I'll roll with disadvantage. Not that matters. Wow. My last 3 rolls have been 1, 2, 3. Treg, what have you done? What did I do to deserve this?
Look, there are ways to solve this problem. You're going about it all the wrong way.
So you're gonna want to find an ancient ritual knife. Choose your locale somewhere in the sewers. Get yourself someone that they won't miss, someone that no one's gonna look for. Pledge yourself to the Lord Cthulhu, he who lies dead and sleeping in the city of Relay. Only then will your dice curse be lifted.
Yeah.
Instructions unclear.
Clutch myself to the great Shoggoth instead. Damn, this keeps happening.
No, it's
Oh,
Slaanesh.
no.
Oh no.
Yeah, with the 6, unfortunately, whatever things might have been of use, yeah, they were destroyed long time ago. This is
Great.
yeah.
I'm so glad for this useless diversion. At least it's got me away from Montevos being an idiot for 5 seconds.
So, the way Pem, what you doing, folks?
Yeah, Lillyway is making, he's like being very, like going down the stairs, being very sneaky, and then keeping, like, just peering over the banister to see what is behind. If there's anyone beneath them. But yeah, she's just basically going slow, going down the stairs, keeping to the shadows and peering over it to see if there's anyone lurking underneath.
Aha! It's an amber modron.
A what?
The bestest geometry boys with one eye. Modrons are funny.
No,
I'm just hanging out with Neo.
we're just watching this
the
disaster unfold with
Walter and Aldorf styles.
Hardy.
The way you want to do so stealthily.
Yes. Okay, so how do I add the passive?
I've
Situation.
updated your spell thing. It will automatically add a +10 now. So
Oh,
just roll it.
Thank you.
That's what that little scary looking
What?
seat.
What is with these rolls tonight?
Oh my god.
You guys have angered the foundry gods.
Seems like
I blame you, Treg.
Nope. Nope. I've been hosting this server long enough. Foundry's okay with me.
I think you've contaminated it for the rest of us.
That is a good possibility.
You believe yourself to be rather stealthy,
Mm-hmm.
the way and Zev.
I mean, it is still a 15 and a 16.
Zen, you see your Heinrich's, your conversation partner's eyes flick over towards the stairs for a moment, but then focuses back on you.
Inside.
Huh?
Inside.
Insight?
Insight.
Sure.
Inside. I want to make an
Inside
inside
where?
check.
Does he seem like he's taking
Oh.
you for a ride? Is he allied with those other people over there? What does it seem like?
Confusion crew.
I don't know what's going on at any time of day.
Oh. So with a 16 on insight, his eyes do not seem to match with the doddering silhouette of a aggravated guard stuck in a remote outpost. It's it feels like he's been putting on an act.
It sure is good. I didn't give him the spelling of my last name.
I need keys, Feywild Magic consequence table. Anyways,
No thanks.
You know what? Zen's never been to the Feywild. He wouldn't know this. He's just a real nice guy. Just a real,
Oh no, I just like the
polite-
consequences.
polite dude. He's exactly the kind of person to get pulled into a name drop scheme from your not so friendly neighborhood Puka.
All right, so
Right.
you know what? The Confusion crew has kind of blown back on its creator, and now I completely forgot where Zen and Heinrich were when they were talking before that. Oh crap!
I think you were talking about how the blob was supposed to go into the statue, and he just made some nonsense of like, ooh.
Oh yes, thank you, my dear.
You're welcome.
Amazingly, the confused guy was less confusing than the confusion crew.
Right. Well, are you going to introduce me to the rest of your friends?
I do not believe I had mentioned friends.
Oh no, you didn't. They mentioned themselves when they tried being quiet. There's a bit of shouting also next to the barbarians, or the wildlings.
I suppose I did say we rather than I.
Yes, yes.
Shall we dispense with the pretense? It seems you two are more than what you say you are.
Make me a persuasion check.
Ooh! Ooh! This is gonna go terribly. Ooh! Ooh! I keep getting fucking fives! I don't know why!
It was
Ooh.
cocked too.
Wait, do I still have guidance on me?
No.
Fuck!
No, guidance only lasts for one check, and then it goes away.
Yeah, but when did I use it?
Used it. Acrobatic skill check. You used it when you used your rope.
Oh, it's automatic?
Yeah.
Ah,
You also would have gone away anyways because I gave it to Lilaway and then I gave it to Nam.
right.
I haven't the faintest idea what you are trying to imply.
I
He
don't even
taps
have a
the-
response to that. Like, is that would just categorically not... okay. Do I double down? Do I back off? What the fuck do I do here? I'm only counting on rolling a fucking 9!
The fool is flummoxed.
Perhaps I have misread the situation. In any case, perhaps one of my associates would be willing to help return this blob to its rightful place. Allow me to fetch them.
Now he's silently. Oh,
I'm guessing, did we hear that conversation or?
I mean, it's kind of far away, so not really.
All right, so I just watch as the Warforged just zoom towards me, and I'm like panicking. And I would have Lily like just shrink down to the stairs, like as if like he's gonna blow in her cover, and Zev pretty much like flattens himself on the stairs, but he just slides forward.
Worry not, my new friend. Your cover has already been blown.
As if to punctuate the point, the gentleman over here takes a step forward from the statue and says, "Ah, yes. Who are all of you?" And it's very faint because he's still so very far away, and this is a large map.
He did seem very interested in my name. I had
Yep.
made a bit of a misstep, and it seems he is perhaps more than he claims to be.
Yep. Lily kind of raises a brow at that, like, don't know why your name would be of an interest, but he means no harm. Yes?
I get the sense that we should tread lightly. Or not tread at all. I did offer some assistance in rectifying his situation. But the orb. Gestures to amorphous floating blob of something.
Foul artifice.
He wishes to return it to its rightful place in the mouth of the statue. He seems to be woefully under-equipped for this task.
I don't know where I don't know where it's at. I just know it's in here. Maybe, okay. Well, since those people, and she gestures towards the room, are waiting. They're looking for people who are supposed to be outsiders who, besides, I don't even know if there's outsiders beyond me, and you just arrived just, what, yesterday? 2 days ago? Few days? Regardless, it's,
Hello.
might as well make an appearance and ask him then. Fine. And she just starts, I'll try. And Lily would start going down, making her way towards the man.
Come along, Sentinel. It seems like something's happening finally.
Are you a guardian of this place?
You got this.
Tread.
Yes. We are
Still with us?
Yes.
I need to check what you can do.
I mean, I could shoot him, but I don't think that's gonna help the situation.
You are free to attempt whatever you would like to, but I would highly recommend against that. If that's your first thought on being prompted on what to do.
I just think this is an incompetent, but mostly harmless sorcerer.
Yeah, it's weird. He's got 7 pet canaries circling his head.
Oh no!
But they're all black and red with skull items on them. What? Death's had parakeets or something. I don't know.
I need a character for another campaign who makes lots of bombs.
You get to do this because of your background as you're getting closer.
Oh,
and
good.
closer.
It probably means he's demonic. We should kill him.
If we roll above a 10 tonight, let's go.
No, you cannot.
So, Nahum, as you get closer to this creature, combined with the training you've used to deal with extraplanar creatures of the various dimensions across the multiverse, you get closer and closer to this being, and you smell something very akin to pure brimstone.
Something smells off.
Bark, bark.
Does Nahum say this out loud?
He does say
The bark bark part or the something smells part?
I got him! I got him back! My jaw just popped.
You threw your voice too hard.
Oh my.
No, but he will say, smell the air like something smells off. What exactly are you trying to do with the blob? In fact, where is the blob?
He points up at the blob of opaque-ish light as it's moving around. And yes, the light effect is accurate as to what it's doing. It seems the statue around it and under it, but it's not wanting to anchor itself.
From this angle, can I tell what the statue's face looks like?
And the statue, the face of the statue looks like it's supposed to have, it's able to hold a person, like looking down, like a sentry post of some kind. But it's,
I guess, is
well,
it looking at a person's
actually,
face? Or is it like a...
Here, let me make this a little bit easier, because everyone here, after getting closer to it,
Ooh.
Finally!
Nah.
Man.
Funnily enough, well, Helene, Pam, you're not able to discern the intended effect of this runaway magic. Lilaway, you are able to gather enough about it that it's supposed to be tethered to the statue. Nahum, this is a darkness spell that's supposed to be obscuring an area, a fixed point, and it's supposed to be inside the face of the statue. But for whatever reason, it seems to have been decoupled.
This looks a bit too funny. What exactly are you in here for? Talking to the Heinrich.
Supposed to be watching this place, making sure no ne'er-do-wells come and pry too much into things that they should not be messing with.
And what terrible fate would await?
Oh, many. I can't name them all, of course, because that's part of the secrets of the Amber Temple. Some of them could be fun.
So if I tried smelling hard enough, would I have a general idea of where the smell is coming from, whether it's coming from more underground, whether it's coming more from...
I'll save us that and just say it's definitely like an infernal brimstone kind of smell, and it's the source is the one speaking.
Oh. Gonna walk closer then. Is there a particular reason you're messing with the orb in the sky instead of just letting it be? Seems harmless right now.
But that's the thing. It's supposed to be inside the statue, not flitting about. I have to get it ready.
Ready for what?
For visitors that are not you, apparently. If those lummoxes up there at the top of the stairs seem to have left you all alone, as opposed to what their intended purposes are supposed to be.
Daniel's going to turn back to Ontavos.
What?
Did you ever figure out what they were doing?
No, they said they were, I don't know, expecting someone else. Seemed confusing. They asked us for our food, I said no, and they closed the door. That's about the long and short of it.
Oh, that's rich. You could have just... Well, you'll see why that was probably not the greatest of decisions, but, well...
And the
It's not-
visitors?
Oh, yes, apparently you're not to be them. You're outlanders, but this isn't your cycle. And for whatever reason, you seem to be entertaining enough to be run amok. Unless, of course, you're just being pushed in a certain direction.
Squints his eyes a little bit. Kind of get a better understanding on, to say, how happy he would be if he got this war back under control.
It seems like he's just more annoyed, just like someone who lost their swing line stapler at an office. Is looking to... But it's not... not too much of an inconvenience, because now he has something much more interesting in front of him.
And the
Everyone
statue.
else.
What was the
Yeah,
statue supposed to represent?
So, as you say this, Nahum, what's everyone else's thoughts on what's occurring? Oh, wait, Helene, you're right there. Are you looking at this individual, by the way, Helene?
I'll say yes, sure. I can't
I need
because
to...
of how. I mean, yes, I am looking at him, but with the way my dice rolls have been going tonight, you know.
Yeah. Funny thing with see invisibility, I don't think it needs you to roll anything. I just need to make sure that I look. Let me just double check something real quick. So, Helene, you're looking at this individual that everyone is kind of stacking up on and trying to... You hear a couple of his condescending words and strange jibs and jabs, and you're looking at him and you notice that it looks like that he's holding a halberd straight up, but then you see it's actually more just a stick broken off, and it's as much in the same condition as the wooden furniture in that room you'd looked in earlier. Is not nearly as tall as it should be, but just enough that he can hold his hand around it like he would the haft. And then around the edges, of course, the form fizzles, and it's like a mirage playing tricks on your eyes, but this doesn't appear to have the silhouette of a regular human being.
Am I able to... Is there some kind of check to make to see if I can, like, you know, be included into this? Is there any way I can tell what it is? If my dice will cooperate. In a world where my dice cooperate with me, what kind of check do I need?
You just need to shame your dice into behaving.
Let's make it interesting. How about you do advantage for perception, but you roll foundry and a physical.
I am good with that. Hold on just a second. Oh man, I didn't fluff my dice. I didn't know I was gonna need these. Okay. Mark my dice. Do not fail me now. All right. Okay, here's the foundry roll. Hey, okay.
I told you, you just need to shame your dice into behaving.
And here's the advantage roll. 15. So 21.
No, they're both 21.
No. 15
Oh.
was the lower with the one.
Oh, okay. So
21 is my roll.
And,
yes.
19. Okay. You see for a split second in between, almost as if it's silhouetted, or as the roiling mass of magical energy passes overhead and sort of obscures the area above this quote-unquote Heinrich, you see a familiar silhouette, much like that of that one Amazon Prime demon creature that had helped you on your first escapade. Specifically, the one that looked much like a bipedal fox.
She's gonna just lean forward and nudge Ontivos. Ontivos, that thing is a hell creature. Remember that fox devil thing that we saw?
What? That thing?
Just that person that Nahum is talking to. Just trust me, there's something off about him.
Well, I knew that, but... Right. You see him kind of just, like, shrug his shoulders a little bit, roll them just a smidge, and, you know, he's still got his maul in hand and just kind of shifts his grip on it ever so slightly. Right, well, you seem addled, but we are not here to speak with addled men. We shall leave you here, and we shall be on our way.
Oh. Well, your loss, I suppose. I could have perhaps gained in some insight on how to avoid most of the dangerous places here. If only someone could help. Poor little old Heinrich.
From what we
So
have understood of
abused,
this
so
land,
foul.
help always comes with strings. We need our own strings. So we shall be going.
And to that effect, if you're going to ask us for favors, then maybe you should start with telling us the truth. Why don't you drop the disguise?
He closes one eye and then keeps one open, peering over at you. And it's not like he's hiding it, but there's a flash of yellow across his eye as he looks at you, and Helene, you can feel the magic wrapped around you. It's almost as if it's been poked. It's like that outside influence trying to figure out what's going on, and oh, most unfortunate. For me, for you to be seen, but... And he jumps back and flies about the 15 feet up in the air. And in the process, where once there's a man. A creature, very much like a fox, jumps up and stands on top of the hand that is currently empty.
Foul fiend!
I tried to tell you!
Yes! Well, now you show himself!
Your words are so hurtful. I am no fiend. No mere
Lies! We have
beast.
met one of your kind before.
Oh, really? A lot of you, a bunch of simpering milklings, barely torn from their mother's teats on whatever you, he points at Zen, wherever you came from.
A factory assembly line.
Right, but I don't care. What kind of factory? Where? I mean,
It was a robotics manufacturing facility just outside of Laval, Quebec.
These are words I do not know, and I am tempted to... I probably could not discern them from your unliving corpse, so maybe you are worth keeping around. The rest of you, though... What is your business here in the Amber Temple?
Why do we
No
reveal it to you,
lies.
fox?
I am no fox.
Certainly one would be smarter than you.
One does not require smarts when they're on the break, so to speak. My little toy here just happens to be broken. You caught me in the middle of troubleshooting, as the word goes, I believe, in some circles.
One with a broken toy who cannot fix it certainly does not strike me as smart or clever.
Oh, no, I can fix it. And he points his finger at the light, the moving light. It turns off. And the darkness returns and flings itself back into the hood. You just all happened to be here when I decided, oh no, mortals, I should probably make myself scarce and look like a sleepy old man. That was the idea, at least. And for everyone that does not have dark vision, it has plunged into dim light, only emanating from this, actually. Oh, it doesn't. That's the only light source in here. Oh wait, no, wait, I'm sorry. Yes, there is a dim... The dim light is me. There is no other light source in here.
It's working if you highlight your character, you get the dim light. Otherwise, if you just click off of it, you can see everything.
Yeah. That's not how that's supposed to look. Yeah. So, yeah, it does get plunged into dim light being cast off from this other swirling orb in the other hand.
DM,
Yes.
when we get plunged into darkness, can I use my Eyes of Night feature?
Sure.
So everyone within 10 feet of me. So I think that would end up being everyone. Zen, do you have dark vision?
I do not.
Okay, hold on. There I can get everybody. So, I gotta target people, excuse me. I didn't realize it would make me target people.
Yeah, I set it up so you can target people.
I'm being targeted.
If you hold down
What
shift,
am I missing here?
if you hold down shift, you should just be able to drag over everybody.
It would help if I had select targets on. There we go. I apologize. So now everyone has dark vision.
My
Whoops,
optical
that is
sensors
the
are
wrong thing.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And that is the wrong one. Hold on.
What?
It's this one.
The
Choose
vigilant.
initiative.
There we go. So for the next hour, we all have dark vision out to 300 feet.
Weirdly, that mating's darker.
Yeah, it's in grayscale now.
Oh well, we can
Oh,
see.
God.
That's cool.
Our characters can see. That's the important thing.
Yeah.
Neat.
I ask you one more time, and my patience grows thin. What is your purpose for seeking out the Ember Temple?
And I ask you again, why does it matter to a fiend?
This is both my charge and my home. I am compelled to keep it safe, to keep it under lock and key, and to keep outsiders that would wish it harmed and or plundered for their own devious designs out.
So you serve the
By any
Lord of
means
this
necessary.
land, then? You are a servant.
Oh, high heavens, no! Not anyone near as interesting as him. But I don't have to tell you exactly how that all plays out. You're not even supposed to be here, as far as I can tell. Otherwise, those in that room over there who are here for their yearly hunting trips would have torn you all to parts and shreds. So, what
I'm
is
sorry.
it you're looking for?
Can I interrupt real quick? I just realized something. I just realized that I could only select up to my wisdom modifier. So, the dog loses the dark vision. Sorry.
That's okay.
Oh no.
It's okay, the dog already sees in black and white.
Jesus. Okay.
It's true. Actually, it's not true. It's like a muted color. Anyways, this doesn't matter. It's close enough to grayscale.
Okay.
Regardless, we are here. The men, son of men in the room did not tear us to shreds. In fact, they had no desire to tangle with us. If you would wish to return to your abyssal fires at the end of our weapons, fine. We shall gladly appease you. But we seek not your demise, lest you desire it yourself.
All of you are thoroughly uninteresting. Except for you. I have met other metal automatons, or whatever they call you.
Oh,
Those
good
are
lord, he's still
Zen.
talking. Can we hit him yet?
Let
Me
me look
more
at his
than as a
gun.
last resort, not the first. May I instead deign to offer our illustrious host some libations? And I offer out a bottle of beer.
Yay!
What? It has been a while since I've partaken of any mortal assumption. Roll me a persuasion check with advantage.
Woo. I'm gonna roll 2 5s. I'm calling it now.
God damn it, Nox.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh. An 11 and a 12.
Huh. Okay. Oh. You know, I don't know who you are. I don't actually really care as long as you don't break anything you're not supposed to in a normal cycle of things. You seem like you might be a source of something new to learn. I've been stuck here for so long, and then he steps off the hand and steps, or like as if going down a step or multiple stairs steps, because he has a flying speed. He comes next to Zen and reaches to grab for the bottle of beer.
I give it freely.
He uncorks it, takes a swig, sniffs around. Is that... He looks at your bag of holding. You have that bag of holding that's trying to brew stuff, right?
Yes, I do.
What on blazes is... Did you come up with that by yourself? He cocks his head, looking at the bag, and then up at you.
That's a good question. Was this one of the Memzon things? Did we take it off a combat encounter, or were we given this by?
Nope.
This
This was a bag that you lifted off the toad demon.
I believe we obtained this bag in our travels.
No, not the bag. What you're doing inside the... You're making alcohol inside of a bag of holding.
I am.
What other ideas for making libations do you have? Well, I suppose I need to address the status of your friends, if they are indeed friends of yours. You borrow this metal man and return him when I see fit, or when you deem to leave.
Absolutely not.
I don't think you have much say in the matter if you want to be alive.
Now, friends. It seems I have met a fellow enjoyer of the craft. I would be happy.
God
I
damn
would
it.
be happy to speak things over with him while you explore.
Fuck you so much.
Is that Raina or Lead?
No, that was totally Rada.
Right, so Hoppy was completely unintentional. I am on the verge of passing out.
Yes.
Longer asides than this.
In any case, the only interested party needing to have agreement is the one in front of me. Not you, little priestess of... Why can't I reckon? He was about to touch, or grab Zen's hand to do something with some magic, but he tries to scurry around, looking closer at the cleric, to be met by Ontivos.
Ontivos does not let him get any closer.
You are some practitioner of divine arts, are you not? And he's looking up, down, around, just like any curious canine would be. His attention.
She just stares back at him with her jaw set.
Oh, now, come now. That's no way to respond to a gracious host. It's a simple yes or no. If anything, it's quite of an oddity that you might want an answer to, if you don't even know who you serve.
I know perfectly well who I serve.
Who then?
Why do you need to know?
Because I don't know, my dear priestess of some deity I don't recognize in the moment. This
And
infuriates
feel that is
me.
her business. It is not yours. She wishes not to share. That is her prerogative.
Indeed. If
I
you
can
wish to
certainly
speak
share
with
with you
me-
my religion, but I don't think you would like it.
Oh.
Wow.
He gives
Zen's
a,
non-existent eyebrows raised.
I got your religion right here.
a dithering glare.
You speak a lot. Why do we have any reason to listen to you?
Oh. Oh, no.
Oh,
Are you wanting to persuade or intimidate this individual with that statement?
I'd love to intimidate him, yeah.
Okay. Roll me that intimidation strength check.
Oh my.
Cool.
Does he have time to rage so he gets advantage? Oh, please. Of course.
Ouch.
There's
Gotta
that one,
hate to see
guys.
it.
the curse is spreading.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
It does.
Should we just roll new characters now?
Well, that remains to be seen, although
You're gonna roll ones on the generator.
the Arcanoloth is not enthused with your bravado and cast banishment on you.
Oh shit, does someone have counterspell?
Okay. I do make this with advantage,
Fuck.
but not great.
Oh, Jesus.
Yoop.
So, in the first couple seconds of the spell, Hauntavos is there, and then Hauntavos is not. And the Arcanoloth just pushes his glasses up on his nose and settles his robe
What have
around
you
him.
done
and
to
then-
him?
Put my gun to his face.
That was neat.
Oh, it's all right. He's just not going to bother me for a couple of seconds if I just get my yes or my no answer. Do you know who you serve?
You are a vile, manipulative creature.
I'm also a smart one that knows that none of you are from this plane and are potentially linked together. I'm very curious to see what happens if someone banished goes away while the others are still here. And it even seems that your life essences are tied together. So, tick tock. Do you know who you serve?
Yes.
Who?
Can I have Lillyway pounce on him?
Oh.
Hmm.
Violence. Uh-oh.
Do you actually want to do that?
Yeah, like there's an audible wolf growl coming deep within her chest, then she just literally leaps over Naheem and jumps right onto him.
So you're wolfing out?
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna try knocking him down? Or are you trying to attack? Or
I
his
am going
concentration.
to knock him out if I can.
you're gonna try knocking him down?
Mm.
So everyone sees as the way bristles and transforms into a wolf, a bipedal wolf, a werewolf potentially. If you would like to try wrestling him down, that's athletics.
Okay.
Wait, maybe. Oh, she just turned into. Why is she a wolf now?
15.
That's right. I need to.
Son of a bitch.
He farms you and pushes you to the side. And it's been about 3 rounds. Who is it?
Well, if you're so smart, why don't you figure it out?
Mishakal, I serve my lady Mishakal. Are you happy now?
Was that so difficult? He snaps his fingers and he jumps back as Yantivos reappears once he snaps his fingers.
Yeah, the moment... Oh, hang on. The moment he comes back, Hemponia's Rose immediately is in a full overhead chop and slams down into the stone.
Where is it? You die now, fiend!
As I said, that is not up for you to decide. And,
he's gonna leap at him and swing.
He's gonna continue talking because he doesn't give a fuck. But, yeah, you feel free to swing. Little priestling of Mishikal, is it you? Your aura, as I suppose that some would say, is very interesting, very clouded. I didn't even know. And most would recognize those that they serve, but neither you or the one behind you.
I am.
Are you rolling?
Oh, it says I'm incapacitated because of banishment.
Oh. Whoops. That makes you very interesting. Oh, wait, that didn't. He tries a shield, but then it does go through. Which
Foul
is
fiend!
not have.
And it knocks him back 5 feet. As the full weight of Hemponia's Rose catches him in the chest.
Oh boy.
He winces, and there's a pop in his ribs, but then he just keeps on talking to the 2 clerics. A free bit of advice, because you seem to have caught my interest, and at least that of the lord of this land. You would
I
be
swing
very
again.
careful. You are free to do so. And creatures like myself, because normally we can smell the divine off of those like you, but I look at either of you, I see nothing. I just see something I don't recognize, which is perhaps much more interesting than you would like.
He's been
If
talking for more
you
than 6
happen to
seconds.
go.
Can I attack again?
Sure.
May I join in on this too?
Sure.
He's just having this calm conversation while he's getting pummeled.
I think he's doing the Muhammad Ali, just like dodging 20 times in a second while still talking in a
Where did my
normal.
damage dice didn't roll.
manner.
That's weird.
Oh, that was so much better. I rolled a 5 and a 4.
You know,
May I
they're feeding
attack
on
as
him, but
well?
it doesn't look like they're actually affecting him.
So, yeah, that you hit him again, and another. Where are you hitting him this time? And then also, by the way, you're joining in. How
This was
where are you
probably
whacking?
just a jab with the head of the maul, and he's trying to knock him into Lilloway behind him.
And Lillyway is pretty much breaking her claws up along his backside. If I can target. And I get advantage, right?
Yeah,
Yay!
which you needed.
Whew.
Ooh, indeed.
Roll to. It's not going to do anything.
You know, fellow priestess, it kind of looks like he's not even trying to dodge their attacks, and that kind of worries me.
And do I do it again since I have
I thought
multi-attack?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Hell yeah.
Even the giant goose we faced tried
I'll
to
attack
dodge
again.
the unstoppable warrior strikes.
Oops, that was
Okay,
normal.
and
Oh.
How was that normal? Sorry, stupid thing.
so as that second round goes on, or third round, he
Jesus.
I think you guys just used up all of your luck.
okay. So how much damage just happened? I kept on. Okay, 8,
We have there's
8, 20,
12.
28,
30 or 40, so.
33,
where did my other attack go?
33,
Didn't roll.
My first
Silly
attack?
young.
Where did it go?
21.
But anyways, with the last batch of attacks, he does step forward closer to the two clerics and says, "Would you stop that?" Anyways, just be very careful. That's all I'm trying to say, because it's far more interesting not serving a god, but still using those types of things around those like me. Yes? All right. I'll be taking my new friend here and have fun exploring the rest of the Ember Temple. He dimension doors out of here with Zen.
See ya.
I will see you all
No!
Slammed
Silly
straight down
untouchables.
right as he disappears.
Nope!
The only hits I sell are merch.
And with that, I'm going to bed. I got an early start tomorrow.
Good night,
Thank you for fun
Nox.
like this.
Night, Nox.
Alright.
Y'all have fun. Goodbye.
Yeah. Antavos is like looking around frantically at trying to see where the thing went.
Helene is just seething. I don't know if she even has clocked what has happened with Lilloway.
Is Lilloway's busy sniffing the air? May I make a perception check?
No.
Oh, okay.
There's nothing to sniff out, unfortunately. Well, no. Making the roll would just be,
Futile.
yeah.
So, can one of you explain why is she a wolf now?
Where did he... what? Son of man.
Just call me like priest or something. Anything but that.
Priest, fine. A friend, a companion, is one entwined with the spirit of the wolf. This is part of her as much as my horns or your nose. But as with any beast, it is wise to give her proper respect.
I see. A lot just happened right now. I'm just looking around. Everybody seems to be interested in the priestess.
Yeah, at this point, Antavos is going to step kind of straight toward Lilloway and just put a hand on her wolfish shoulder.
Control it.
Guys? He, Pem points to the side of the room. We got visitors.
Pittering and chattering, clacking of bones, and the chirping of the crackle of fire alight as you see floating skulls wreathed in flame with red glowing eyes like coals peer from those arrow posterns up on the second floor. From the door that the other humans, the tribesmen and their champion, had closed, they begin to swirl with what you can imagine as fire magic of some sort,
Guys,
coalescing into giant balls of fire in front of them. Each of them. What direction
Guys.
do you choose?
ugh,
Oh, I should also mention that there is a passage going this way, passage going this way, and passage going this way.
Mm.
before the roll, this might be a stretch, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Is there a check that I can make to see if I can make a prediction or reasonably accurate guess as to what direction they're going to take off in? So I know which way to run.
These critters?
Yeah.
Oh, they're stuck up on the second floor.
Oh, okay.
They're
So they're
in front
not
of some
actively
arrow
coming after us
slits.
right now.
Yeah, they're not small enough to go through, but they have line of sight on you. Is
Okay.
the
Do we all see them?
yeah. They're also glowing. Like the light they're emanating is very difficult to miss.
Guys, we need to leave now.
Yeah, we're in the middle of a kill box. We gotta move.
Scatter! We'll meet up after.
Oh no.
Antavos is
Okay.
going, he's 55 feet straight at them. And I can jump. Can I hit one? 55 feet is
You
exactly
can
as
hit
far
your
as I can get to them. Can I jump up and smack one?
You know, for why not? You're already reckless from before. Let's do athletics. See how high you can jump to see if you're able to thread the needle, so to
Can I
speak.
give him guidance as he goes by?
Can I say I'm raging as I sprint over to him?
Sure, that's accurate. You probably have been since you started hitting the fox.
How much cover does a arrow portcullis count?
All right. Do you want me to roll my jump for you? Let's see. I rolled. Okay, I got 3 extra feet vertically. I already can jump. I don't remember what my
3/4.
jump calculator 5e. Forget what it is. I'm 7 feet tall. I have an 18 strength. My high jump is 7 feet off the ground with that. So I can jump 10 feet up. I can reach something 20 feet. Is that enough?
That actually is enough.
All right.
Yes! Let's go!
I'm smacking this thing. Discard previous, and I will attack recklessly. Let me get that on me here real quick. Attacking recklessly, discard previous, advantage on the flame skull.
It doesn't hit. No, it hits.
Okay.
Nice.
Yes.
Fucking A.
You hit it, and I imagine you also crusher it backwards or something.
Yes, I do. If I can crusher it into the floor, I would, but I can't. So.
Roll me D100.
Also,
Oh,
would
no.
here's a question: would I have a +7? Would a 14 have hit it?
14 total.
14 total.
That actually would have hit it. Yes.
It is knocked prone, baby,
Yes!
because of Crusher. I just want to share Crusher, but yes, toppling blows. Whenever you have advantage on a melee attack roll, and the lower of the rolls would still hit the target is knocked prone, as long as it's not more than one size larger than me, which it's not.
No,
So I
it is
do
not, so-
crusher it into the floor.
Do you have like a strap on the bottom of the haft for carrying Hemponia's rose, or like for? You know how
No,
Thor's Mjolnir?
no, he does not
Okay,
have
it
one.
doesn't have one.
So he
So it's
just
a
it was just an overhand chop into this arrow slit, and then probably like grabs onto the ledge with his other hand before he falls. So he's still holding onto it with the other kind of just like one hand dangling, the other holding Hemponia's rose as he's scrambling to try to get up and swing again.
So roll me the 1d100.
Sure. 1d100.
Something's about to happen somewhere.
79. Would have been better if it was 10 less.
Where do I set this? Oh. So as you hit it the first time and knock it all about, the spell that it was preparing to shoot instead cascades far, or shoots right past your head, far above the rest of the party down in the middle of the steps.
Holy 37!
Oh my
Whoa.
god. Jeez.
That is some
That was
insane
really
damage.
good.
That was...
Nothing below a 4.
Wow. Good thing I deflected that one.
There's still 2 more.
Oh no.
Flip and leg it.
You guys run! Tantamos told you to run!
You said, you said there was a path to the left, right, and down.
Yeah, actually, I could also bring you guys over to the other real quick to help make more informed decisions. So, Altavos is currently hanging off a ledge.
He is.
But you guys are... Yeah, so there is... Actually, this over here is open. I forgot to close... Or open this. But yeah, there's a path left, path right, doors going to the south, and then another, it looks like a broken inwards room over here.
North we go.
And those flame skulls are basically well, Altavos is hanging off of the balcony. And all things considered, if you everyone has enough movement, I believe, to just dash underneath and break line of sight.
Yep.
Though it's up to
Hopefully.
you guys.
I think that would probably be the logical. I like to shoot one though.
Yes!
Like a warrior and shoot it.
Dash straight towards them. Get under.
Exactly.
Shh. Pew pew!
If you would like to shoot one,
Yeah.
by all means.
Ping
Did you
it.
do your second attack?
I would love to
Me
do
or
my
Altavos?
second attack. Yes.
Jesus.
I just can count it as part of the first, honestly.
Should I just-
Helene was
should
about
I-
to get her mom energy on, but Avantavos is still going to be...
Should I just roll the damage then, or should I just...
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, just roll.
I mean, I don't have a target.
Yeah, that makes it kind of difficult, doesn't it? Let me just pull these guys from.
Hey, I pass without a trace. No.
Where are they? So they're kind of here-ish.
Sure.
And you're up there.
Okay. I'm gonna bonk it again. With advantage.
That's not gonna help it.
Bonk.
Yeah, that did a good hefty. You hear the bone crunch and squelch underneath the Hemponia's rose.
Ugh.
And Mr. Sharpshooter Man,
Yes, I would like to shoot and explode one, please.
Please do. Shoot the one that... I don't think you can shoot the one that I'm hitting because it's now prone, and that would give you disadvantage, but...
Yeah, it's another one.
Okay.
Since I can't see it, I will just make an attack roll.
Yeah, just do the one next to Helene then. It'll probably be good enough
yeah.
as your...
But might as well do sharpshooter. I mean,
Do it.
where is it?
Oh, no.
Oh,
Oh.
I
it's
think
okay.
you just killed Helene.
It's only a 2, not a 1. But that's okay.
Oh,
We can roll again.
You just
Hold
shot her
on.
ear off.
Oh,
Zerg.
You went robot.
Zerg,
what?
You went
you
Zerg
went all
robot.
robot-y and then you cut out. If you were talking, we couldn't hear you at all.
Oh, I said, oh, that's a 2, not a 1.
Shoot it again!
Get to cover, sharpshooter.
Oh god, I thought that was a 1 there for a second.
Same.
It can use a reaction.
It still does have some degree of...
Oh dang! Did it just use shield just
It
to stop
just
my bullet?
shielded you.
+5
Big
from a shield and +5 from its
self-preservation.
cover.
Dick move, but I gotta respect it. I gotta respect the grind.
And as the rest of you basically find cover underneath wherever, or underneath the balcony that these two creatures are up on top of, or 3 rather, the 3 flame skulls, 2 other fireballs nuke the area you were just in. Oh, you know what? Because they look cool, I can do this. Fireball.
They do look cool.
Back blast. But it does not ultimately hit you.
Oh, did they hit the statue?
Statue is unaffected. And as everyone is huffing and puffing to get out of the range of whatever the hell these fiery skulls are, that is where we shall end tonight's session.
Yeah.